It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is the first NFL carry for the Wisconsin Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up.
The ball's free. Taylor lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And there is Ryan Cooper, his first catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Stafford. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He got 29 yards that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Taylor. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Buying time to his left. His throw here is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And now it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mack off the draw play. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will take this all the way out past the 40-yard line. How about the big boy snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. From the end zone, Stafford. Now he lets it go deep for, and got his man complete. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Allen. Christian Kirk, 98 yards. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
Bailey lining
And that's the type of play that'll give your sidelines some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for how they executed it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Give them free. On first down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Rams 7, Cowboys 6.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. Three three-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Cowboys.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Taylor. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
At the 42-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So, as mentioned, Charles, you know, the regular season debut of this really beautiful new stadium in Inglewood, going to be housing the Rams and the Chargers who play next week. But what do you think? What's your first impression of it?
No, it's awfully favorable, Brandon, when you think about what's gone into putting this stadium together, the thought process, putting together 2 teams, the Rams and the Chargers, and what they would like to see in the stadium, and making sure it all comes together. Plus, the way that they've done things with how they're lighting this place so that it feels like an outdoor stadium, even though it's an indoor field. You've got to give these people a ton of credit for putting this all together. A great place to house these 2 teams, and the Rams getting their shot here against the Cowboys.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Stafford. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Kirk now, the return man. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And his offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, Stafford. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Made by Clay Matthews.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, you know?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On play action, Allen. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. On play action, Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Intended for Clyde.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
That's Cooper. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They're going to go play action now with Stick. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Allen. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete to Julio.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
7.
Second down and 3. Now Taylor. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Allen now on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
13 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Simmons. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Off play action, it's Stick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Robert Wood.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. at the 18-yard line.
A shotgun throw for Stick. They're looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Cowboys 23, Rams 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
He was brought down by David Irving. A gain of 2. Brings
from the 31. Stick. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
He was brought
that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Dallas, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for L.A., they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin, certainly.